Okay, so we're right back where we started. Just gonna make it into two different videos, just so you can watch along. I think I like the 40 minutes. I don't want to make them too long. Just kind of want to keep them a certain length. I do like being able to play for 40 minutes, kind of head off, come back on. But yeah, I mean, welcome back. So this is going to be episode 8.
I don't have a target.
We're going to do a nice little up, and we get to skin these guys. Oh my god. I'm a lucky man. Very lucky man. So this dungeon, if you're not familiar, is Wailing Caverns, and they drop an insane, and I truly mean insane amount of agility gear. They're really one of the first true dungeons that has exactly what we need. So hopefully I don't get kicked. I would know it's just one small thing, but never know. People get particular about things.
I get
What do we have for health? 12,000. So we're legitimately moving up, which is pretty cool. And we get a huge upgrade, but it's on our BOA, so I will pass on it.
I don't have a target.
My cat is low health, believe it or not. It's the lowest probably my cat has been health, except for that little Duskwood escapade. So I'll let them meet on stuff. I'm particularly interested in anything that isn't agility, and then eventually critical strike rating. Whatever. Points. So we, as far as dungeons, we absolutely lucked out. As far as skinning, absolutely lucked out. Because now we're already up to 110. We're getting lucky. So yeah, I mean, welcome back. I mean, I know last episode wasn't really the most interesting, but we did get the queue around the 40-minute mark, so we're just going to make it into 2 separate videos. And here is our first huge upgrade. So I'm going to just save all my luck, pass on that stuff. And there's another hunter. Oh, there's another hunter. So we got a 50-50 shot here. And we did win the gloves. That is a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Keep moving along. Let me get some more skinning here. This is insane levels of skinning, which is awesome. I'm very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. The quests are still pretty simple. They kind of all are, like, pretty simple, but this is just loot stuff and kill the bosses, so it's pretty easy.
I don't have a target.
So we're gonna equip the gloves of the Fang here, which is gonna be a huge upgrade. Not even kidding. Arguably would be one of the better twink weapons. So nice little war-torn shields. It's decent for the, might be able to skin these two. Oh my god, just so much XP. This is sick. dismiss my pet here. Shit. Well, that's our first death. That is annoying. I didn't know about the pet. So, get back into it.
The winds guide you. Go in peace. Greetings, traveler.
So I think I remember what the deal is. So I want to call my pet. How do I do that? Boy. This sucks. I have to go the long way. So I'll figure it out. Hopefully I don't get kicked. That would really suck. Hopefully I don't miss out too much on drops. That was definitely an oversight. Tail spike. Oh, a nice little dagger. That's cool. So we're gonna keep moving along here. I can skin that, but let's just keep moving here. I don't want to get lost. Get kicked. So this is a big dungeon, as you can kind of tell. I think what the deal was, I had my pet on aggressive. So hopefully they don't give me the boot. That would be a bummer. I do see them now. Only takes 2 seconds to revive the pet, so I'll worry about that when we cross it. Now we're getting XP again, which is good. Looks like they did a little bit of clearing. Bummer. I mean, first death. If this was hardcore, I'd be pretty distraught, but luckily for us, I'm gonna keep on moving. Just learn from our mistakes here. So let me figure this out. So I want my pet. I'm pretty sure if I remember. So my cat was just going at people, like for no reason. I think there's a way to make it less aggressive or something. Okay, so that's a good question, man. It's a really good question. So I didn't get kicked, which is good. I don't want him just going out and attacking pets. I really need to catch up here because they're gonna probably think about kicking me if I don't do something quick. If I miss this jump, okay, we're good. So we do not want our pet attacking things. So we can't skin those. Don't need that. Okay, so a little adventure, I guess. So we're back.
Still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
So we want him to be defensive.
That's not.
I want him to be aggressive. So we'll just leave it how it is.
I can't pass that yet.
That is gonna be. Ooh. 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 Almost as good as our BOA. Wow. So we absolutely, all things considered, not getting kids. We're in a really good spot right now. Really, the whole name of the game now is just make it through the dungeon, keep skinning when we can. And now we have tons of items from the working, which is amazing.
Still recharging.
Nice little healing, like a paladin. A little low on serpent blooms, but figure it out. If I don't get the quest, I don't get the quest. It's just, doesn't really matter. I don't mind. So it looks like we're gonna be well on our way to 20 here. You know, I think a good kind of thought process behind that, that whole ordeal and dying and stuff is, it's really hard to know what you don't know. It's actually impossible. Sometimes things just happen, and you know, you make mistakes, but it's really just rolling with the punches, trying to minimize the damage, and you know, just continue to keep on pushing. So as we kind of get into a little bit more of the dungeon, they do have of the Fang, as you've probably seen, gloves of the Fang, all that stuff. That's really what makes up most of the gear here, and it's really, really good gear. So anything we can get, this is probably the dungeon to get. So we're gonna keep on moving. It'll be amazing when I get aspect of the cheetah. It really will. So he's having a problem with his cat too, so that's what it is. I wonder if the name of the game is just... Ooh, those used to be expensive back in the day. The thing about my server is there's really not a lot of auction house stuff going on, so I'm sure it's probably the same in most servers. So we're gonna, this got a little serpent's thing. Just grab out these.
I don't have a target.
Stinging Viper. Do not need mace. Do not need that. Keep on moving. And I can skin these. Oh wow. So we're just getting levels like crazy, not gonna lie.
I need a target.
It's a lot faster of a dungeon than I realized. So far, so good. That's our first wool cloth. Okay, so we're moving up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the cloth. I might just try to level up first aid, but it's a lot to keep track of. But it is what it is. It's part of the system. You also don't want to get the system to be too complicated. We are leveling, skinning like crazy. We really lucked out with this dungeon. Whereas the warrior was kind of focusing on the lower HP items, I mean, obviously we don't want to get aggro. This tank seems to be doing a pretty good job, especially at this low of a level. These levels are crazy. Genuinely amazing.
Never wake the dreamer.
It's a little aggressive. I'm not used to being typically with the warrior. I can aggro them without having to. I don't need that. I don't need spirit though, so I don't need that stuff. So I think that might have been most of it. I remember there was a last. Let's see if I can. I don't know if that does anything. Oh, it does. Interesting. Maybe it just wasn't that far, but who knows. So as we keep moving, I'm just moving along here. I didn't check the video. It looks like we're still in a good spot. I know the graphics aren't great. But this was a real godsend. We got a lot. Just if I can turn in these quests and get to level 20, I don't have to come back here at the end of it.
What brings you here?
I am honored.
Okay. Another huge
Go in
upgrade.
peace.
Huge upgrade. So where are the boots? Right here. That's sick. Okay, so literally one poke at a little bit of XP would be good. Yeah, 72. We need 62 or something. So it looks like we will be getting even. Okay, level 20. Here we go.
The target.
Get even more skinning levels here. And now we're on our way to a mountain, which is awesome. So we're gonna keep moving along here. So far things are good. We still do have that talent. I will have to figure that out. I do that off stream. Just at least process it off stream and then kind of come to a decision here.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
So it figures we get our first death in a dungeon. I mean, if we're fighting level 10 mobs, and not really having much difficulty. Got a ton of skinning levels here. At least 15, 20. I mean, that's fantastic. It's like literally 3 levels. 3 character levels of skinning. And I think I started at the dungeon at 18. Yeah, alright, so I got 2 levels. Or really just 1 and change, but it's 2 number levels. I remember this used to be pretty hard back in the day. So our fellow hunter here is very strong. I wonder if he just got regular on. Good for him. He's got good gear. He's got very good gear. So he did dead mines too. He's experienced. Try to get as many skinning levels as we can here. Shit. Pulled it. Not like a shaky dungeon, but definitely room for improvement.
I don't have a target.
Really doesn't seem like DPS is that bad, so that a pet's not a big deal. Just kind of stack up some. That should be it. And Wailing Caverns has been completed.
I am awake at last.
I can't carry it.
This is a little quest here. Okay. Oh, we're gonna re-queue here. Oh, okay. This is awesome. I was not expecting this. So we're gonna get 2 dungeons as a DPS consecutively.
What can I do for you?
I am lucky here. At least I know that. So with that, let's keep moving on. So this will not be a skinning dungeon, that's for sure. So a lot of DPS. I mean, something to be mindful of here is I really can be a little bit better at using Serpent Sting. The dots are pretty important. Typically how it works is like, it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard of basically the time value of money. It's kind of the time value of damage. Like DPS later on, in theory, the reason why dots like warlocks are so strong is because they can do it over time, but they kind of give them, they allow them to do more damage if they But really the thing here is, so this is a blue cape, I don't even need it.
Get cabin or get going.
But kind of, it's the time value of money. Like dollar earned right now is going to be worth more than $1 later, just because of the nature of inflation. Because as we print more dollars, we're just going to be able to buy less stuff. So that's why, typically, in a vacuum, like that's why. But the process doesn't really work that way. Well, in theory it does, because you could put on Serpent's Sting and it doesn't get the full duration of it.
We've been walled up for far too long.
Just trying to make sure here.
You wouldn't want to see me when I'm angry.
Make sure I wasn't doing anything. Not doing anything I should have done. But yeah, I mean, the whole premise of Serpent's Sting is if you're going to be fighting something for, I guess, 15 seconds, then use it. Like a mindless horror might live for 9 seconds. So. Ultimately, early in the dungeons, like, I'm saying this keeping in mind Celestial Dungeon's at 90, and this is not quite a Celestial Dungeon at 90. But it's good to just keep track of. So no skinning for me. We did get really lucky with Shadowfang, with Shadowfang Keep, obviously getting the second dungeon, but Wailing Caverns was really lucky. It's exactly what we needed. This video might, obviously, we saw last episode, we saw, it was pretty, I mean, it was just leveling, getting skinny, and then, honestly, had we gotten the queue a little bit earlier, it would have been a pretty epic episode. But yeah, you guys get to see some fun dungeons, doing well. We learned about the pet. So we'll really leave the pet out for in situations where we're questing. I wonder what this does. Breaks obviously once someone hits you. Good to know. Kind of grabbing a flag or holding down a base in PvP. It's good to know. It's good just to get a framework for what the skills really do. Just get rid of as many of these guys as we can. So I really don't. I'm not gonna be overly concerned with Hunter's Mark. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, what does it do? Oh, 5%. Oh my god. Can't believe that. So this seems like it's more of a male dungeon. M-A-I-L.
Inventory is full.
keeping moving along. We got super lucky with these queues. This is definitely the longest I played in one sitting on this account. Pretty fun, but I do love kind of just going through the dungeons and then like doing a 40-minute video kind of setting. But you just get more videos. Can't hurt. If we get another EQ, we'll have to see. Although it's sometimes as a DPS, it's too the passive.
Charging.
Don't really need attack power. I mean, I guess actually. Well, I don't know. This guy's dodging stuff. Oh, this guy's really dodging stuff.
I can't carry anymore.
Commander's Crest. A lot of shields. This both dungeons. Pretty crazy. But we're moving along. We're kind of past that beginner stage. I mean, we're gonna get the mount. We've already hit level 20, which is awesome. It's crazy that we're already at 20. Moving along. It in theory is beneficial if we get more BOA. I think we're gonna hold off. This was already a big lift. I only did it because I had again so I was playing the warrior again earlier this morning, and now I'm up to I've gotten every single BOA just as BOA except for maybe like 3 of them. So I'll greed that. I don't really want to need. It's kind of yeah. And the hunter needed it, so whatever. No skinning, we really did get lucky. It was very lucky. Fortunate. So we kind of had that little 1-2 punch there. Can't skin those guys. So I am very used to 90s, so not having all the abilities, I mean, that's kind of the beauty of it though, if you don't, ooh, we are 2 XP off, wow, it's crazy. We'll see. We are cruising along here. I mean, not for nothing, optimal questing is probably better, but sometimes at these levels, I mean, that was very easy. We're starting to get some gear. This is kind of like, this is the perfect amount of BOA right there. Yeah, not a lot of investing. This is kind of like stakes. I guess would be the best way to explain it, like STAKES. Where ultimately, you know, I guess like in a sense it's also risk. Like you really just want to be a part of the group, be a team player, just be consistent, and next thing you know, you'll get invited to another dungeon. And you know, not saying that's exactly what happened. It's probably, hey, this queue's taking forever. Let's just all group up together. Maybe these guys all know each other for all I know. But we just got lucky that all 5 queued. We got very lucky. This is a little bit of a rogues dungeon, to be honest with you. Just kind of waiting for this guy to let us turn in the quest. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but whatever, who cares? I used to think that with my warrior, like if I missed the quest, like all of a sudden, you know, now I'm missing out and whatnot, but
Any friend agree means a
sometimes
friend
the
of
stuff
mine.
that you kind of miss out on could afford you opportunities you wouldn't have otherwise had, so. But alas, we did get it. So we are moving along. This video will probably be a little longer. We'll see if we do another requeue. It's probably, I'd probably say no.
Need a target.
But if we do, I'm probably not going to say no to it, to be honest with you. Might even make a 3rd video. So far so good. It doesn't look like it's lagging too much. I have any other screen, just double checking. Kind of found a little bit of a setup.
Can't attack that.
I don't need any weapons. So this is where Serpent's staying. This guy's gonna be alive for more than 15 seconds. Maybe not. No, 15 sounds right. This is a pretty big pull, to be honest with you. Blade, so it's a nice 2-hander. Truly is a nice 2-hander. So we're gonna go back and we're just gonna see if they want to requeue. Obviously in this video we got all the way there. I mean, we got a lot. We got a lot here, so even if we don't get it, it is what it is.
Oi.
We got another one, so I think we just lost our tank. So I think we're just gonna head out. Might regret this later, but we're gonna leave the dungeon. Had the tank stayed, I probably would have ended up hanging around. But nonetheless, we got super, super lucky with those dungeons. So I know we're going to get some stamina, intellect, but whatever. It is what it is. So this is this is where I wanted the Stormwind. The Stormwind Innkeeper, but we'll set that up. So we're gonna head back. This video might be a little longer. I kind of made 2 videos in one. But we really started the day kind of at a lower level. I think we're around 15, so we've made some serious progress. Learned a lot. We learned that stuff with the pet. It's pretty interesting. So we're doing well. We're doing pretty well. So I'm just gonna head over to Sentinel Hill. We're gonna grab the Griffin, head over to Stormwind, and we're gonna go grab that first mount. We may have to go to Darnassus, which would be... I could try the... There's definitely a place to get there. We'll see. Figure it out. I think we'll just head back to Stormwind here.
Good
Sell
day
our
to you.
stuff. We definitely got a lot of stuff. So we got to repair our items. I'm just gonna sell this stuff. Ooh, I don't know if let's just hold on to it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Got 3 Tiger's Eye here. So again, organizing the bags. We don't have a ton of inventory, so definitely helps. But I think everything else is good. We might not even need this. Hold on to it.
See
Maybe
you
we
around.
need it later on. Rip's not. Oh, I thought that was PvP. I would have been so pumped. Okay. So we're gonna head over to the Griffin. So we're gonna walk over to Stormwind. Or
You
Griffin
need
over to
something?
Stormwind.
Have a good one.
Yeah, so those are kind of those opportunities that present themselves. Guys requeuing, I mean, that's pretty rare as a DPS to get back to back. Get a queue, granted it took a whole episode, but kind of getting the requeue. And we're up to 21 and we're halfway to 22, so we made a lot of progress. But just kind of putting yourself in those situations, like even dying and then just trying to get as fast as you could back, and then just trying to be nice, trying to stay pumped, positive attitude. You're gonna find yourself in a lot more good social interactions if you just continue to stay positive, try to do the best you can, because people see that stuff. As much as you may not be very self-aware, people notice things. Yeah, as we keep moving over, I'm gonna have to do some research. Whether or not we can get a mount in Stormwind, or if we have to go back to Darnassus and whatnot. So we'll have to figure that out. But so far the progress is going very well. Very, very well. I'm very pleased. I think we're doing a good job. So we do have to go back to Darnassus. So we're going to
How are you?
learn apprentice riding.
See you
That will
soon.
get us our mount. So we finally have a mount. Didn't take too long. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Next episode we'll pick right back up. These will be out as soon as I make them for the most part. I really, as much as I love people watch my videos and whatnot, I kind of want just these guys out for the guy who just wants to go chill, grab a coffee, hang out, check out the videos. But the next video we're gonna go back to Darnassus, grab the mount, probably queue up for another dungeon. We're gonna head over to Duskwood, one of the 2025s. We also got some mail, so we'll see. I think that's our satchel of helpful goods. So we'll get a little gear upgrade right at the start. Maybe, hopefully it's not another cape, but but yeah. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing. It's really nice for you guys to watch my videos. It's a true blessing to be able to hop on the computer and talk to you guys about what I know and the basics. And we'll get into it as detailed or just more gameplay as you guys want. I mean, obviously I have my own influence. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, we'll see you back. I believe we are going to then be closer and closer to the double digits in episodes. So we're moving on. Anyways, take care, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.